They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri. Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Missouri State's offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you...
There he goes! The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Dropping back, it's Page. Looking to take a shot. And it won't make the connection, going for the big play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Bears will hustle to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Bears! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here comes the Bear offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. Inside the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bears have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Page. Here comes the heat. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long.
False start. Offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up 3rd down. Trying play action. Going for it all. Touchdown, Missouri State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared, right?
Turning it on. Ripping through the defense. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. And the Bears are in the red zone. Looking for space. It's Avant. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown Bears! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires left. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The lone back's got it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Bearcats is brought in at the 43 and they are set up nicely. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Page. Working that left side now. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. This time they'll go to the running game. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Touchdown, Missouri State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. And out the last time they had the ball. They'll start this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Looking downfield on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So here comes the Missouri State offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Dropping back, it's Page. Makes the grab. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Breaks into the open. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got him still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Bears want to crank the tempo. With jet sweep pass. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Missouri State. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got enough for the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass, it's Page. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. This guy is just wearing them out. Another 1st down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the 1st half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the 1st half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. He'll pull it on the read. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Short gain on the play before he slides. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Page. He's moving out of the pocket. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable 1st half so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. how this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
And the Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. The Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On the run, it's Avant. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass on second down. Sets up the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Going to sling it on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Page. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Bears. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you've got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bears in the hurry-up.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem...
He's got it down the left side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Bears are rolling down the field.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. What a run! Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Touchdown, Missouri State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. after swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking for a man, it's Rourke. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bacon. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here comes the Bear offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Rod, there he goes. Touchdown Bears! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men hope they like apples there on that one sideline, because Washington State and UW have gone final. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Page. Got his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him.
Touchdown, Missouri State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
He's got him this time. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Here's a heat. Quarterback extends the play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Bears want to move quickly. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Page. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They go to the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen.
Going deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, this offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Page. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Wants to go up top on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many?